Hello, everybody. Hello. Probably should share this out. Just maybe. The mic's right here. Let's see. Let's see. Is it gonna pop? There it is. Share. Sharing is caring, as they say. I got used to the camera being here. So, all right, we're live. We're good, I guess. If people decide to show up, who the fuck knows? I mean, Fernando's here, and Rex. What's up, Rex? What's up, man? Good afternoon. Why it's 11 o'clock at night here. Late. Hello, welcome. A lot of things happened the last couple of days. Yes. Fernando, thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a crazy couple of days with Stargirl, What If, Superman and Lois, which Superman and Lois, I feel like that show's getting hurt by its delays. In all honesty. I noticed that. I feel like there's less people watching Superman and Lois because of the constant breaks, and they're like, I'll just wait till it's all done and then I'll watch it. And that's kind of unfortunate. So I feel like Superman and Lois deserves to be watched live, in my opinion. The camera's right here. So used to being up here. But yeah, so I don't know. Hey Victor, what's up, man? Hello. Aaron. Hello. Panther, Michael, what's up, everybody? Hello, welcome. Oh, Andy's here. Game of Thrones. Cup. Interested in what show, Rex? What show are we discussing, sir? Do it What If or Stargirl or Superman and Lois? I don't blame you, Michael. A lot of people have. I don't blame you one bit, sir. A lot of people have lost interest in Legends. You're not just. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, I like the cup. It's very nice. It's a nice Game of Thrones cup. It's got like all the different sigils of the houses on it. It's pretty nice. Yeah, Superman and Lois definitely it's at midnight. But yes, definitely worth your time. I'm definitely not behind Superman and Lois because I want to binge it when it's all over. Okay. Definitely not. Hey, I hear you. Trust me, you're gonna have a great journey once you actually start watching it. Talking about pilot part 1 and pilot part 2, where Hawkman was killed in part 2, to indicate anything can happen on this show. You there's many ways you can go about showing that a show can do anything. Anything's possible. Killing a character and having him barely make an impact is really like low on the threat pole, especially on a show with characters that like, because we only knew Hawkman and Hawkgirl from the crossover before they popped up on Legends, and they really didn't make an impact, and they're gone forever. So there you go. Yeah, Legends is still going on. Yeah, you know. I'm catching up with Stargirl and Superman and Lois right now. Last night I had a production meeting regarding my document. Awesome. Well, understandable, but yeah, trust me, Superman and Lois is worth the watch. Stargirl last night was pretty awesome. Uh-oh. My camera just went out completely. I don't know why. Hold on a second, guys. There, my camera's back. I don't know what that was all about. Am I crashing this live show? Do you want to crash it, sir? Do you want to jump in here? Andy, if you want to jump in here, I will send you a link, sir, and when you can come on in. Unwatchable. I hear you, Panther. It is. I mean, who the Hawks were done insanely early. Fernando, I agree. Blue Dots Reacts. All right, man. Hold on a second. Gotta get headphones on so our mics are not bleeding. I'll send you an invite, so on Twitter. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy day for sure. Lots of mayhem going on for sure. I'll tell you that much. Mayhem. Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy. Let me see. Where's Andy? There he is. And boom. There's the link. It just got sent. All right. The Hawks are a distant memory. Yeah. Well, I mean, Victor, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. That means the world to me. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for being a member as well, but thank you so much for the super chat. So any ideas who's going to save Smallville? Could we see Lex as a cliffhanger for next season, a different version of Lex? Any thoughts? Good questions. Andy, I'll let you in 1 second. I want to answer this question real fast before I lose track of it. I don't know about saving Smallville. I feel like they're going to go the direction of Edge, Talro, the Eradicator. I feel like they're going to go the direction of him not being destroyed, not being taken out, and him being held over until later seasons. I feel like that's too much of an important character in the Superman mythos to get rid of in one season. I could be wrong. I feel like they're going to end with a major teaser at the end of season 1. I feel like it's too good not to, because the show is so popular. You definitely want to hold people over till season 2. And I'm assuming that Superman and Lois, they're both going to be popping up, maybe the Sons as well, in the Flash season 8, in one of those crossover type episodes on the Flash, because they're doing 5 episodes of season 8 of the Flash, the first 5 episodes of the Flash season 8, dedicated to crossover type episodes where characters pop up on the Flash. So I feel like we're going to see them there, but I feel like some sort of major teaser is going to be there. Anyways, Andy, hello, sir.
Hello.
Hold on 1 second, actually. The mic. 1 second. I think I can hear you now. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Every time I plug in my Yeti microphone, it acts like a headset, and it's stupid because it's not a headset. Yeah, every time, and I forget to do it, and when I go to test something, and luckily my computer will not play any audio. It plays it through this, but there's no audio to hear through this. So.
WTF? I don't get it. I mean, like my Yeti, like when I connect to and when I go on anything, like if it's StreamYard or YouTube or or Skype or whatever, like it doesn't like automatically start like playing. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it does it though, because if audio still played, but it actually wasn't being captured by the microphone, if I was recording something, then I would be so pissed. But nothing would be playing, so I would know that it's not picking up any audio. So I've saved myself on that, thankfully. Got some questions here.
Hi, Mr. Fern. Thank you for welcoming me.
Let's see. Do you feel sad that next week will be the season finale of Superman Lois? Yes, I do. We could have had this a lot sooner, but due to setbacks and them wanting to put more, because there has to be a certain amount of time for post-production, it is unfortunate, but at the same time,
it's gonna make the wait. It's gonna make the wait worth it. Also, like when we get season 2 as well, because like the one thing I'm very happy about with Superman Lois is that they have fewer episodes, and I think that by having fewer episodes, you can use that budget for a lot of other important things. And also, like even though I was like really like, oh, really, we're gonna have another 2-week break, and I'm like, all right, the Olympics, like what are sports? I don't know, but I was just like. I don't mind waiting 2 weeks if it means that we're going to get 2 great looking episodes, unlike a certain episode that aired in the season where they had like the VFX shots still in it. So like that's why I'm like, don't rush. I don't want CW to rush it through. And so I agree with you. I think it's gonna be sad to have to wait that long, but I don't think it's gonna be that long though. I think like maybe January, February, and we're already in August. So
I'm liking this comment about Powerpuff Girls and how they couldn't go ahead with Wonder Girl or Green Arrow and the Canaries. I'm salty. It's so weird because literally we could have gotten both those shows Wonder
Or at least
Girl.
one.
Well, yeah, Wonder Girl in the sense of like they didn't have anybody in the role, so
No, because they weren't auditioning anyone because they had because first they had like the scripts has to get approved, and normally like when it was announced that they were like developing it, they would probably be like, okay, they've approved the pitch now let's get a script then, and it just
and from there it didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. It didn't move forward. Green on the Canaries, if it was true that Mia herself, Kat McNamara, was not going to be a part of it, if that rumor was to be believed, they could have retooled it. Like they do in Powerpuff Girls, except they're not retooling without a different character. They're just recasting the role. But with that, they could have just had a Green Canary show. Or a Green Canary, a Black Canary show. Canary show.
Or Birds of Prey. Or
yeah,
something.
but you also have the Harley Quinn and the Emancipation whatever Birds
well,
of Prey
no,
movie,
that's gone
so.
now. I mean, that's.
I know, but you know how Warner Brothers are. They're still doing that shit. They're sending off Matt Ryan as Constantine off of Legends for him to play another character because they're doing Constantine on HBO Max. So they're still fumbling with the character rights after they've spouted a multiverse. It's all bullshit. I just can't trust Warner Brothers in that aspect in terms of how they're handling their characters. Canadagraphs, Wonder Girl so surprised me once again. Once Cookie left CW, getting on the Canaries was deader than Oliver Queen. That's true. Once Guggenheim moved on up to Green Lantern, the TV series. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Guggenheim was never going to be the showrunner anyway on Green on the Canary. It was going to be.
He's probably going to be a consultant or something.
Yeah, I think because he was part of creating some of those characters and writing some of those characters, I think like he would probably be like one of those like developed by people.
Yeah,
but like, I think one of the Wonder Girl and one of the writers of Naomi was going to be the co-showrunner for Green on the Canaries.
So that person just moved on over.
Yeah, I guess I think she and Ava maybe they probably got pitched together, or they know each other or something. I think it's cool that we still have someone who's been involved in this franchise for a long time, but also bringing someone someone as huge as Ava and put her spin on a DC property. So I'm really excited for Naomi.
That is interesting though. He was the creator. He was there. So I understand that point. I mean, they still could have made it work. I mean,
Beth looked so different with her glasses.
Yeah, I gotta clean them. Beth Schwartz was there from I guess towards the beginning of Arrow and worked her way up to being a showrunner. So yeah. I mean, I think she was moving on because she had other things she's done since Arrow, but I bet it's because the Green Oak Canary, she's like, I'm not gonna do this. If you guys are not gonna commit, I'm gonna walk. Do my own.
Yeah, now he's having success with Sweet Tooth on Netflix, which has been picked up for the second season, which is great.
Working with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
on that shit. I mean, come on.
Beth Schwartz is a legend. Guys, go support her. Go watch her stuff. She's.
We're gonna dive deeper to the multiverse. No, you're not.
No, can I do that? Let me do that reading.
Okay.
We're gonna dive. My throat. We're gonna dive deeper into the multiverse.
You gotta go up and down. We're gonna dive deeper into the multiverse. And then you fall over. Let's see. Hello. It seems like Warner Brothers is doing what it does best, mismanaging its properties. The real T man. What's up, man? I love it when you're here to chat.
The real T.
Yeah, he's been around
TRT,
forever.
yo.
He's been around forever. Do you guys have faith for The Flash season 8?
Yes.
He has more faith than me. I think these first 5 episodes have to knock it out of the park. If you're doing crossover type episodes with other characters popping up on The Flash, they have to deliver. There cannot be no meh episodes. They gotta deliver with those 5 because there's a lot of people that are frustrated, and the more I've looked into it, the more that people think season 7 was the worst season of the show. And it's crazy because I personally feel season 4, and I don't say season 5.
I hate season 5 is the worst one for me. I almost down the show.
Cicada, Gracie. No, Cicada made it the best season.
Not Gracie.
No, Gracie. I have to go kill all the men as they all deserve to die. So,
but they were playing with the dolls. Come on.
But I think season 4 is the worst. I think season 5 is saved by season 5 to me is saved by Reverse Flash, and I like Nora. I know people didn't like Nora for the most part. I liked Nora in the season, even though she did betray Team Flash and everything. I get that point, but season 7, they could have handled Godspeed a lot better. A lot of people are just dropping off the show because of how they handled a lot of stuff in season 7, and that's just how people feel. But for me, I still have hope. The show has been fantastic before. It can do it again. We have 5 episodes dedicated to other characters in the Arrowverse popping up, having this crossover event kind of thing on the Flash. I'm not sure if characters are going to be overlapping in episodes, if it's just going to be Black Lightning in one episode and then he's not going to pop up again. Who knows? Maybe they'll have multiple characters crossing over and meeting other characters in these 5 episodes of the Flash. If that's the case,
can I add something to that though?
Yeah.
No, finish your part. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I always interrupt you when you invite me to your stream. I'm so rude.
It's okay, but what I'm saying is that these 5 episodes have to deliver. If they don't, people are going to be like, "Wow, they couldn't make solid to good episodes with other Arrowverse characters on the Flash," and it's going to lose people even more. Because there's people that want this show to be good again. And I'm one of them. I want it to be fantastic. Thank you for the hashtag Gracie. But what were you going to say, sir?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I completely respect anyone who has like different opinions. So that's the beauty of art, right? It's subjective. For me, like I think some people are exaggerating when it comes to the Flash season 7. I think it's important to remember some key factors that there's probably some things that we didn't get to see because we had a certain global event take place. I understand that the budget is maybe not as big anymore because that happens when you're in your 7th season. Like, listen, like I know everyone is loving Super Lois right now, and it's one of my favorite shows as well, but don't kid yourself if you think the budget and everything's gonna be exactly the same when they get to season 5 or season 6 and so on. And for me, when it comes to season 8, like I enjoy the show for the most, but there's been things that I don't like a lot about season 7, and that's fair. And I think some people are exaggerating. I think some people have valid issues with it, and also like these first 5 episodes. I mean, listen, the fact we're even getting these kind of episodes at all is something I think people should be grateful for. It's like, this show can do whatever it wants when it comes to like engaging with other Arrowverse characters and so on. There's nothing saying that they have to do it exactly like A, B, C, D, or F. It's like, so I'm grateful that if we get someone like Black Lightning showing up and it's like they're doing like a fun team up or something, but like because I think some people are hyping it up to the point where it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like Crisis again, or like the Earth X or Invasion or so. It's like no, it's like it's basically like you pick an issue of a comic where like Black Lightning is showing up in the Batman and Batman the Outsider story, for example, or you pick up an issue of Teen Titans and you happen to see members of Young Justice in it, for example. So it's like. Again, I mean, they're going to start shooting soon, so hopefully we'll know something very soon as well.
Yeah, hopefully they announce it.
I don't want this to be spoiled like through photos and so on. Like,
yeah. I've always said, since I've talked about the Flash season 7 and the other Arrowverse shows currently airing, that there are some things at fault they cannot control. There are certain things they can't write in terms of the COVID pandemic. There's certain times where a lot of characters cannot be in a scene together because of social distancing and trying to not have as many people in a room together. Of course, they had to wrap up season 6 storyline in the beginning of season 7. There's certain things at fault they cannot fix. They have to do it. But there are things they still could have done better, but that's just me. But
also, it's worth noting that like there's also other factors to consider. Like there's probably things that they may want to do, but maybe Warner Brothers see them. It's like, well, we want it to be this way because they're the one who owns the IPs. So But but again, I'm not. Just to make it clear, I'm not here to be like you should be nicer to the Flash. If you don't like the show, you don't like the show, and that's your opinion. That's perfectly fine. I wish something would not come from me when I'm actually enjoying the show, because people are like, are you high this season? I'm like, yo, listen, I don't play with that. Like I'm never gonna smoke anything or take anything that's bad for my body, and that's why I eat junk food instead. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, I'm excited for most of the shows coming back next season. Like and seeing what things will be like now that people have been vaccinated and they've kind of dealt with this first year of having to work with guidelines and so on. But yeah,
Well, the thing is too, if people are assuming that that it's gonna be like Crisis again, they're crazy. There's no way they can do that again. There's no budget for something like that on this show, and they're just finding a way to kind of give the fans kind of crossovers, just on one show, but having characters pop up that can, to kind of give the fans something, because like we didn't have a crossover last year. There was supposed to be a Batwoman, Superman, and Lois crossover that was supposed to be kind of to help promote HBO Max. They were going to have other characters from the other shows like Flash and Supergirl supposedly a part of this crossover to make it a bigger event, but it was mainly to kind of help because Superman, Lois, and Batwoman are going to be on HBO Max. They're not going to Netflix. So they were going to use this as a way to get a crossover event with the two big new shows, and have other characters pop up. And it was rumored Flash, Supergirl. They were going to have some other characters from who knows. So that fell through. They got canceled. So now they're like, okay, so what can we do? Well, The Flash are still a popular show. It gets a lot of attention. There's a lot of people that watch the show, not necessarily live, but they watch it after the fact. So let's do 5 episodes. Let's bring in Superman and Lois. I'm just spitballing. Who knows who they're actually bringing in? But Superman and Lois, which is very popular, they'd be stupid to not get them in there, or at least for one episode. Get them in there.
Well, there's also like if they can as well, because I think didn't Superman and Lois wrap up like early July? Oh, if he's still here, didn't they wrap up like first week of July or something like that?
Yeah, they wrapped up a little bit ago. But I think they're starting back up soon on shooting. I'm not sure when, but maybe he'll get the information. But I mean, look, there are like the Flash cast is already in Vancouver quarantining, ready to shoot because Daniel Panabaker, Frost, Caitlin, she's already there. So they're going to start shooting soon. So we'll be hearing information soon, potentially, whether it's from Canada Graphs or somebody out in Vancouver seeing somebody else on set that's not a part of the Flash cast. But I think but they start back up in mid-September. That crossover will go late. The crossover will go till late September, early October. So
they show up in episode 4 or 5 or something like that.
Yeah, probably. Or unless they come earlier and shoot their episode, and then they're still there waiting for their show to start. So that could happen too. I guess it depends on the pay.
I guess because if they were to appear on another show, like could they? Could they still first quarantine and then go do Flash, and then they have to go back in quarantine so they can be with the people who work specifically on Superman and Lois?
I don't think so. Unless there's like new. I think the guideline has been in terms of Vancouver, you got to self quarantine for 2 weeks, and then you're free to start shooting and working. So I feel like if they self quarantine for 2 weeks, they shoot the Flash, and then they wait a little bit for their show to start up. I feel like they don't have to because they're already in the city. I feel like it's a thing to where they don't want you to bring it in once you come in. So you self-quarantine for 2 weeks in a room, and then you're done, unless protocol has changed. But then again, with the Delta variant rising, who knows? They get their shots. All they have to do, clear your 3 COVID test. So there you go. There's no quarantine needed. So they could literally pop up, shoot the Flash episode they're a part of. Hypothetically, I would assume. I'm not guaranteeing, but I'm like 99% sure they're gonna pop up.
No, you just no, bro. You just promised.
Yeah, I promise because I know I'm writing the episode right now. But they could shoot their Flash episode and then wait a couple weeks and start shooting Superman and Lois. I would feel like that would not really kill them to kind of hang out, because if all you have to do is do 3 COVID tests.
3?
Yeah. I guess.
Test? Wow.
I mean, I guess just to verify for sure you're not bringing it in. But then again, this Delta variant is very, very
Yeah, guys,
like
just if you haven't done it, just get vaccinated and wear your masks and just social distance a little bit.
yeah. I like the animation style of What If. It's very interesting. It's very different.
I forgot it was happening today, so so I'm gonna watch it like tomorrow or something.
So essentially, long as he is willing to get here a week early, do the 3 tests before he shoots, he can do his Flash stuff before starting Superman Lois. And I feel like it'd be both of them, maybe the kids too.
Honestly, I would only probably expect just Tyler and Elizabeth to show up, or Bitsy.
Yeah, I like being the crossover villain. It was fun. I was the anti-monitor. But see, in my version of this, it was, it was actually good. I actually did a lot more fighting. I wish the anti-monitor was more like a robot, like in the comics. Instead of him just looking all.
He looks freaky.
Like he's a White Walker. Green Lantern Girl TV show. What?
Is he talking about Jade?
I guess about Jade from Stargirl.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I love Jade. I think, people will.
And Canada Graphs made a point saying, "How come Stargirl can get Green Lantern, but not the Arrowverse? Stargirl's in the Arrowverse. It's in the multiverse, but it's in the Arrowverse." So
it's complicated. I can't really get into it.
Bitsy will already be here. Her husband's show starts shooting in 2 weeks. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
So she's already here, or she already will be here.
Well, there you're not there. Or are we? We are Vancouver.
It will be weird. It's going to be Wired seeing Superman and Lois. But I mean, I get you. But then again, Superman and Lois has, before their show, they've been on Supergirl. They've been on the crossover events. So it is what it is. Who knows? Yeah. They may give them a bigger budget to make it look a little better for these episodes. I don't know. Who knows what they're doing?
It will be, if they're in the episode, it will be fine.
Yeah. Well, we're not getting a Jessica Cruz. We are getting Jessica Cruz on Green Lantern, but it's not a Jessica Cruz Green Lantern show. She's just a part of it.
It's a Green Lantern everything but Hal Jordan show.
And Jon Stewart. No Jon Stewart either. It's just.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Hal and John have not been mentioned yet. We don't know for sure. But when they announced the press release of the characters that are appearing confirmed, Hal and John were nowhere to be mentioned. And the publications and the places posting this and talking about it on Deadline, Variety, they made sure to tell you no Hal and no John. Like, they've not been discussed. So
okay.
There is no Supergirl. We're probably not going to get a new Supergirl. There's a new Supergirl in the Flash movie, but we're not going to be getting a new Supergirl in the Arrowverse unless, they go the direction of a multiverse angle. Which personally, I feel like they I don't know. I guess that maybe they're fine with getting rid of Supergirl, the character as a whole in the Arrowverse. Maybe.
I think it's good to take a break, maybe, like kind of.
Yeah, well, I meant like just the character, not Melissa Benoist, the character. Because you could have Supergirl pop up in the multiverse, another Supergirl. You could do that. But would you? I don't know. What would your dream superhero project be if you had that 1 in a million chance? Man.
Anything.
That's a good question. If superhero project, probably a.
Would you do an original?
Original, maybe. But if I was told you have the ability to write a script and you get to not direct it, but you get to basically control the whole thing. If that was the case, probably a Batman script. Has to have Batgirl in it, of course. I don't know.
I think you would be perfect in doing a Justice League International movie.
I would. Oh, Justice League movie would be cool though.
No, Justice League International.
Oh well, I mean, I don't know. For me, I think it. I don't know. I guess it would depend on the characters. If I really had free reign.
Okay, so if you take the lineup that they kind of mostly go with, in the comics, where like it's Booster and Guy Gardner. It kind of want the comedic ones. I think.
I don't know. I'm more like dark. I like darker storytelling, so I feel like I'd probably go just Justice League, and kind of maybe pick a roster that's probably not normal for a Justice League. I'm not sure. But I am really excited for Titan season 3. I'm really excited for Titan season 3. I won't say why I'm excited for Titan season 3, but I'm really excited for Titan season 3.
Well, then I can say it. You guys will need to be ready at 3:01 a.m. Eastern at HBO Max.
Yes.
The first 3 episodes are amazing, and you're gonna have Twitter is gonna have a lot to talk about.
You think? Okay.
Well, what do you mean? I think I've seen it.
Okay. Wait, do you think I should say something? Do you think I should say something?
No, I think you should. No, I think you should.
Well,
look up in the roof.
No, I have nothing to say. I mean, I can say
what you can say the word "say." That's it.
I can say what happened a few days ago in email, but I took a day off work tomorrow to get those 3 episodes done, and then I wish I could.
You grabbed the ball. What the hell was that hand movement?
I'm trying to think. How do I? Okay. I'm just gonna say it to you guys. Even though I've been busy as hell, so I haven't got. I have Titan screeners. You didn't hear that though.
It's fine. You can say that.
I have Titan screeners. Unfortunately, I unfortunately have not seen anything because when I realized I got the screeners, I had Stargirl that night. We had What If and Superman Lois and everything today. Stargirl was last night. I watched it live. But if those weren't happening, I would have already been ahead. Yeah. But unfortunately, I'm not ahead. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely say you have them. You just cannot say a single word about it.
No, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen them. Now, I'll be watching them when you guys can watch the first 3 episodes, but after that point, I mean...
Yeah. Like, literally right before I went on this, I had finished editing because I do a Titans podcast, and we, review the first 3 episodes. I'm just like, I'm just ready. Then I saw, he's live.
Yes. This is a good thing about the Flash. So I feel like we might see a Supergirl character, but not Supergirl herself in the Flash, which is not a bad.
Give me Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, it's not a bad prediction. I don't know because it's kind of hard. But then again, it's like, but David Harwood, who plays Martian Manhunter, he did say maybe I'll be able to wear the suit again, implying maybe he's coming back to shoot for Flash. I don't know.
I think he's the natural. I think he's the best option because at least he knows. I mean, I talk about John Jones. He knows those characters. Like Alex. I mean, yeah, she does a little bit, but like, Kelly has never known them.
He just left it. He would have to come back pretty quick. He'd have to get tested all over again pretty soon. See, and I've been saying maybe Alex. And what's her girlfriend's name?
Kelly. I literally just said Kelly a second ago.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like with Sentinel and the new Guardian, why not?
But I'd rather have Martian Manhunter because Supergirl.
But watch Candergraph say, both of them left today too, and they'll never come back. They told me so. So I don't know.
Because you're their bestie.
And maybe Supergirl is off limits. Maybe that whole show is just there's no one's going to do it from the show. I would think Melissa might do it for Grant Gustin because they're really good pals or something. At least they seem like they are. They're good friends at least. But maybe not. I guess it depends on how her show ends, which I guess is a spoiler. So if she pops up, I don't know. A Midvale girl spinoff, I don't think that's real.
Never. It's never going to happen.
No.
Defunking now.
Fernando, I like this question a lot. So, personally, I want my statue as the suit. I have a Batgirl statue. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know because I never been in your place.
Oh, I want my Batgirl stat. I want this as the suit. I think it's a really unique design.
I think it's the best one we ever had.
I mean, it's it's unique as hell. I feel like this would be great. I don't think they're going to go this direction. Could be wrong, but I hope not. I want to be right. I want this as a suit. Villain, I don't know. Preferably not a Batman-esque villain. I want a Batgirl villain. She has plenty of villains in the comics that she's fought that are specifically to her character. So I want that. I do not want them to do Scarecrow as her villain. No, we don't know. No, don't do that.
No, who are some of her villains?
I'd have to.
That would be horrible, Panther. Like, no, we
Paralyzed in the movie. I hate you with a passion.
Yeah. And we're already gonna see we're gonna see a paralyzed we're gonna see a Barbara who has been shot already on Titans.
Yes,
tomorrow, and Savannah is amazing, guys. You're gonna love her as Babs.
I'm curious because everyone now I haven't seen everybody's reviews or I don't read reviews.
So you didn't read mine?
I try to avoid them because I don't want to build this anticipation.
No, I know.
I'll read it after I'm done watching the episodes. But from what people have just been kind of putting as a little teaser for you to click on the reviews, everyone's pretty much saying this is so much better. So
it is. Okay, Okay, I think I can say this. The visuals have gone up. They're really good. Like they've very, very much improved from when they were in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can say it. I am so scared right now. What I can.
Is there a bigger budget? Can you tell the budget has been increased?
Yes.
Okay. To me that's a major improvement because I feel like a lot of the times the show just stays in one location and they're not really doing a lot, and you can tell that they're not doing a lot. But that's good.
I just read Rex Rose's comment.
That's unfortunate.
I really intend
when John Campbell was switching to Superman, Lois was in the Arrowverse and said he was. Yes, I responded to that tweet, and of course I had to make a tweet that blew up with over 400 likes saying, "The show's in the Arrowverse. Get over it. It is tied into all of this. Get over it." And the fact is, he was like, because I went into further tweets from him because he was responding to people saying, "Really?" He's like, "No, you don't understand. It made me realize and think back on how the character was handled before on Supergirl and how he was a jobber for Supergirl."
Christ.
And so he said, once I saw Diggle, he's like, "I like Diggle as a character, but once I saw him pop up on Superman and Lois, it basically devalued everything. Basically, it ruined, I guess, in his eyes, it ruined it because it's connected to all this stuff." I'm like, look, Superman and Lois, that show would not exist if Supergirl didn't introduce Superman. Simple as that. Well, if you wanted a Superman show, it would not be Tyler Hoechlin. It'd be somebody else if you wanted a Superman show right now.
Probably. Yeah, because they would have to who brought him in they're not with the show anymore.
We know Michael B. Jordan is working on a Val Zod miniseries or a limited series on HBO Max, but it's like that they're not just like the CW in terms of picking up a Superman show. They would not have done that. It's less likely them doing that with an unknown actor. They've not had a Superman before versus a character they've worked with this version of Superman for these years, and the fact that he changed via Crisis, and that's why I said
Chris Klein would have been Superman.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris Pine. I don't know.
No, Chris Klein.
Chris. Oh yeah. Lois, the boys. I gotta get the boys. All these Kryptonians deserve to die.
Do you have throat cancer?
No. I know you can't answer this question, but a lot of people have been discussing about how they used the Joker since in the trailers. I'm just going to throw a prediction. I know he cannot speak because he has seen the episodes. I wish I could have, but I didn't see my screeners until it was too late, unfortunately, due to my schedule.
Clever name, by the way. Because Caramon had plus your,
that's right. I personally feel we will not see Joker's face. I think we'll hear him. I don't think we'll see him. That is my prediction based off the trailers. I could be completely wrong because this show has had a lot of characters on there. They've had a lot, and they've done Joker-esque in a sense, not really before with that kind of Flash type episode, like not Flash type episode, but a kind of alternate reality type situation with that season 1 thing where Dick Grayson had like this whole mindy thing he was going through with Trigon. I feel we're going to hear him. We won't see his face. We'll see the body because we clearly see him with the crowbar in the trailers. So we've seen that. That's official marketing. It's not spoilers. But I feel that's as far as we're going to get. We're going to see him in the dark. We're not going to see his face. We're only going to hear his voice because we hear him laughing. I feel like that's as far as it's going to go. I feel like they're just not able to do it. Because if Gotham wasn't able to actually call Jeremiah Joker when he clearly was the Joker.
That's different legal. That's a different legal rights thing.
It's still a thing. It's still a Batman-esque related thing.
Well, what can I say about it? It is. I mean, it is.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
No, not spoil it. But like I said, it is two distinct, different legal situations about that. So
yeah, and I agree with this. He has to realize you got to take the good with the bad. The good is Superman and Lois kicking major ass. The bad, there's been some bad stuff in the Arrowverse. It is what it is. But you got to take all of it. He can't just cherry pick and go, well, because the way he responded, it's like he's like, well, I didn't really know. I'm like, come on, are you that?
I think it's all of it because I'm like this thing. I met him once at Comic-Con, and I was one of his panel, and I've watched some of his stuff. I mean, I don't do it anymore, but he knows how this works.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wonder if he's kind of just say some of these things on purpose to get attention.
Yeah.
But I
wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised with that. Chosen Vader owner, nice name. You're going to love Superman and Lois when you start it. Trust me, you're going to get addicted. There's going to be times where you're watching and going, "What?" And then you got to keep watching. And luckily, you're binging it all at once. It seems really you're able to watch it all at once. You're going to have the time of your life because you won't have to wait like all of us who've been waiting.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that.
The bad embargo. Gracie, we have a bad embargo. I've watched enough of Campy to know when he speaks to cater to his fan base. Yes. Really, Cobra Kai season 5. I wouldn't be surprised. They've said they want to do at least 5 seasons, so that might be the final season.
5 seasons of the movie.
Do that movie. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave them a movie to wrap it up after season 5 if they wanted to. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna test something, and if it's annoying, I will turn it off because I'm gonna turn on my fan. If it's very loud, I will of course turn it off. So just tell me.
I'll let you know.
How's this?
That's fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
I will. If the listeners have an issue with it, I will.
No, it's all good because I don't have my window fan running in the living room, but in the bedroom it's running right now and it's coming out right behind me. You might see those little green lights right there. That's the fan running. So that's the air conditioner running. Gotta keep. It was hot as hell today.
What are you gonna do with beer casting? Yeah, I haven't seen this dude. People been fan casting him since
he's in Cobra Kai. He's in Cobra Kai.
Is he good?
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. There's the number 1 best CW show right now. Yes, Superman Lois is. Yes, no question.
I would say tied with maybe Stargirl because
Stargirl definitely. I mean, I felt like last night's episode was pretty good.
Wait, you have wait till you see next week. And
I wish. I don't have screeners.
Well, just wait a few more days.
I don't
206 might be one of the finest decent TV episodes of all time. So,
how do I get access to it? Can I just go? Can I break into CW?
You probably don't want.
No, I probably don't do that. I mean, I look, man. I got my foot in the door. I got to keep going. Got to keep going, man.
Rexro 22. It's a catchy name.
Yeah, I got my name. Got my name through the door. I got emails. People know me now. Gotta get this shit going. He's already answered yes, it is better. Everyone pretty much saying it's better than the past seasons.
It definitely has its number of issues, but that's
Yeah.
as far as I can say. But like I will say this, 301 is one of my favorite. It is the best Titans season premiere of all time, and it's probably one of my more favorite just season premieres of all time in
So you
general.
feel like they start off strong.
They definitely start out very strong. Like
Okay.
absolutely. Um I think Brendan Fraser is one of the things that shines the most in those couple episodes because I think Dick is in a better place now in writing
Hmm.
that I can say. I can also say that some of the angst that Dick has been carrying for the last few seasons are like we don't really see that now anymore. He is very much at the forefront now at like where
Hmm.
he's like, I think there was even a clip that came out today where he's quippy, he's funny, and that's the thing. Like I say this on the Titans podcast as well that Brendan Fraser, we should be blessed that we got him as our first Nightwing,
Yeah.
and that is shown in the first episode. So
Now, obviously, I don't think you can really say, but is there a story purpose to why there's 3 episodes tomorrow versus one, or if it's just a release schedule thing?
I
Because
mean, Amber Show has almost done this so far on HBO Max. I think Gossip Girl was like the only one because that's the I was so.
oh,
Because when I got the screen for Gossip Girl, I'm like, oh, so then the first three will drop, and then I'm like, oh, wait, they're just doing one at a time. So
confused.
I was, I was very confused.
But
Yes.
when you watch the first 3 episodes of Titans, did you get a sense of that it makes sense for the first three, or it's just the first three, and there's no real connection to why they're all three dropping
I
at
mean, they
once?
conveniently flow well together. I don't know if the purpose was to release them as three in 1 week.
Yeah,
I think like if they'd done just 301 tomorrow, then it would be
yeah,
like okay, that would be fine. But if they
yeah.
release all three tomorrow, like they're doing now, it also would have been fine.
Okay. Well, I was curious because I was kind of theorizing maybe there's a story purpose why they're dropping three at once.
I think HBO this is just an HBO Max marketing because they've done it with so many other shows. Like Doom Patrol's doing the same thing as well. I think that they're doing it with all of it because they want to pull
They,
in
they,
those subscribers.
they just want people to sign up because hey, you sign up now, you get 3 episodes. Sign up now, you get 3 instead of 1. I like this too. So Charles, like, who do you think we'll definitely see in the Flash crossover? And Candace like Barry Allen.
Smart.
I don't think we'll see Lex on Superman and Lois. I don't feel like we're gonna see him on Superman and Lois. I feel like it's gonna be done once John Cryer's done on Supergirl, even though that's officially done wrap shooting. I feel like he's not gonna move over to Superman and Lois. I feel like that's done.
I mean, probably not the season one because they're already done. But like
Well, I mean, maybe for
anything.
future, but I don't know.
I don't. Like, I was like, I think if we ever see Lex on Superman Lois, I think John Cryer will be probably in just like a few episodes, not to the extent that what Supergirl has done, like where he's in like he's
Yeah,
basically a series regular. But I think by the time I mean, people are gonna see Tyler Hoechlin and John Cryer together at some point, and like I think that. I mean, because some people have said, and even friends of mine have said, and I respectfully disagree with them, where they said, like, well, his legs wouldn't fit on Superman Low. Like, no, John Cryer, like, I mean, listen, he surprised me in what he has done with legs. I'm like, you know what? You give him the right script, you give him the right story, and he's going to blow people away. Because that's what he, like, when we, listen, season 4 was trash. I'm just going to say it outright. I did not like season 4 that much.
mm-hmm.
But he was, like, when Lex Luthor, Alexander, freaking Lex Luthor saved the season of a Supergirl TV show. That says something. So, like, yeah, just give it. If you just don't underestimate John Cryer, and no, he will. Not, they're not gonna recast Lex because they're in the freaking same universe.
It's all on the same Earth, except
Remember?
for Stargirl.
Exactly, because the Stargirl's on the new Earth too, and also and they said Central City this week. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
According to insiders, Mr. Boss for the win is Red Death. Yes. I've also heard that I'm playing Red Death on the Flash. We'll see how that goes.
But I'm actually playing Red Death.
I don't believe John Douglas become a Green Lantern. No, I feel like it's never gonna happen. Unfortunately, I don't know. I have no idea because this Supergirl episode has not aired yet, so who knows what's gonna happen with that.
I think Canada Grass is gonna be Green Lantern.
Yeah, I feel like Canada is like everybody. I believe the crowbar scene is within early on. I would assume. I have no clue. I would assume it is. Could be wrong though, because I don't know how many episodes we have, but I mean they could be like saying crowbar and Jason, and literally it's like episodes in. Who knows? I heard my name. What now? We were just saying we think you're gonna be Green Lantern, man. We're gonna think you're gonna be Green Lantern. I reacted to it, so I don't know what why you're asking if I've seen it. I reacted to it. I was the first person, me and the Ghost, first people to upload our reactions to Stargirl out of everybody else. We got our reactions up early last night after it aired, so we got ours up first. So go watch it on the channel
and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss when he goes live with a brand new video or a brand new stream.
Yes, please do, please. I need the help.
Who would you like to see as the main villain in Superman season 2? Because there's so many they could do. And
Walter Hamada.
Don't steal my jokes.
I just assumed you were gonna say it.
I mean, I don't deal with dirt under my shoe. So
what if Candergrass becomes a Green Lantern?
No, Candergrass becomes like an actual Green Lantern that Diggle carries around.
Never seen it on screen before. A villain never seen it on screen before.
I will go to the internet and look at Superman villains. You keep talking.
Ramble, talk, ramble.
No, I mean, Christ. I think
you said to keep talking. Oh, sweet! This guy I know. He met Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and he met Stephen Amell. That's cool.
I know we've seen Intergang before, but like I would like to see Intergang as like a main villain, like kind of like as like or at least like as one of the main villains. Like you could bring in Bruno Mannheim or do something like that. That could be interesting. I mean, villains we've never seen before. Do you mean like we've never seen it in like live action at all? Like we have.
Yeah, he's saying never seen on screen before, so I would assume he meant movies and TV. Which there's been a number. I've met them both as well. Candergraph's, you're a liar. You don't actually live in Vancouver. You live down in the bayou in Florida.
Florida grass.
Florida grass. It's Florida grass hanging out at the bayou with the alligators.
What was that accent?
Hanging down at the bayou.
Okay. Screw this question because there's no like outside the big ones, like the smaller ones, they're not gonna really take them and make them a big bad.
You never know. You never know.
Okay, you know what? I will say I think Superwoman should be a villain.
Okay, interesting. So wait, where's Canada Grass? Can you make a new account called Florida Grass? Florida Grass. Remember when we came up with Diggle's Godspeed?
Oh my god! I watched that the other day, and I'm like, you were God. I'm like,
I still fucking laugh at that.
I don't understand what was so. I mean, it became funny because we were seeing Doomsday. He's been on Krypton and Smallville and Batman Superman, and yes.
No, look, the reason why that was so funny is because the idea of somebody, and we saw Superman and Lois when he popped in there, just how he responded, like, you're from another Earth? That guy becoming the god of speed and running around and just fucking killing everybody. It's just so fucking funny to me because he doesn't know what to do because every time he is ran by the Flash, Barry, somewhere with a super speed, he has to vomit. So him doing that on his own, and he can't stop himself. It's just so stupid.
I would make Ultraman as a villain because he was only in 2 episodes of Smallville.
Canada, this makes more sense than you actually getting pictures because when you're down in the bayou with your alligators, all you're doing is drawing and getting your drawing skills perfected. So all of these vlogs you put up, Canada, all these videos you put up with commentary, it's all when you're down at the bayou and hanging out with your alligators. Fake Jake. Diggle is revealed as the true Godspeed for the 5-part Flash crossover. So they completely wipe August Hart. It's Diggle. Just shows up.
I mean,
Justin, I think it was fake Jake who actually reached out and said, "Are you going?" And I could not. I had things going on that weekend, unfortunately. Oh, of course obviously fake Jake. That's why when I posted that photo of the thumbnail of God Digglespeed or Diggle is Godspeed, I had to use that.
I cracked up when I woke up and I saw that. Like,
the thumbnail's too good. It's so perfect.
Also, thank you for getting my picture up and covering my stupid square on my because I couldn't do camera that night. So I was like, that's so clever him.
I mean, I don't know about the final season of The Flash, but Cobalt Blue would be interesting, but Reverse Flash has to be the final villain. He started it, he has to end it, in my opinion. Possibly God Digglespeed. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Andy likes the metal. What the hell does that even mean?
Well, Daddy likes the metal.
Okay, and
Andy likes the metal.
Is this some sick fetish I don't know about?
Do you not remember the Goldface and Amunet Black episode of The Flash where off screen they start making out and we hear him say,
"Oh, what does that have to do with me?"
He says Daddy likes the metal. No, it's the ongoing joke. Daddy likes the metal. Gracie. In this case, now we have God Digglespeed. We're always adding stuff. Always adding Arrowverse stuff into the mix.
Well, so in this case, I guess I'm an Arrowverse character now. Cool.
You like the metal.
Oh Lord, how would I beat it? What would I?
No one can forget Daddy likes the metal. No one can forget it.
Because it's been. I have.
Yeah, you don't watch the Flash because you're down in the bayou with your alligators. You don't have cable. You don't have cable. You're just.
I am not the Flash podcast at all. I am not the FlashPodcast.com whatsoever. I have not done this.
No.
Did you know that I've done the Flash podcast since 2013? Like months before the pilot was even ordered.
I'm pretty sure that's a fake Andy because you're down in the bayou.
I sounded terrible in those first couple episodes because I didn't have like this kind of headset or microphone. I was using like my crappy games headset. So
thank you, Fernando. Daddy likes the metal. Gracie, God Digglespeed, the Trinity of Flash memes on the channel.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. It's fun stuff.
Peacemaker is crazy.
I mean, I don't know about losing its charm, but I mean, I feel like Superman and Lois can easily go for a couple more seasons. Easily. Depending on how they handle... We'll see how they handle Season 2 compared to Season 1. If they're able to knock it out of the park in Season 2, just like Season 1, then it's got a good way to go. Nom nom. Just saw What If today, and what ifs would you want to see? I would love to see What If Chainsaw Reacts was...
What if the ghost reacts? Well, what if this was her channel?
Yeah, what if the ghost reacted? Plus, Andy has never heard of the Flash CW show. Exactly, because Andy doesn't have cable. He doesn't have access to watch CW because he's down in the bayou with his alligators.
Yeah, I'm actually the Reverse Flash podcast.
The Reverse Flash. Can you imagine if you did that? It's just
like reverse.
That Randy that does that podcast. That's Randy. That's not Andy. That's Randy.
No, if I would have a different name, it would be Brandy, not Randy, because Randy is so freaking
come on
exhausting.
You're down in the bayou. Your name's Randy.
No, Brandy.
No.
If I'm down in the bayou, then it should start with a B.
What if Thor: The Dark World was a good movie?
Right.
That's good, Justin. That's good. That's funny.
And is a West Allen should. Yeah, I like West Allen. So what?
Candy
be.
What if X-Men and Fantastic Four were Infinity War and Endgame?
As long as it's not Fantastic Fan Four stick.
That's the only film you should watch.
No, you know what happened? I lost a bet against one of my friends, and if I lost, I had to watch that movie. And I'm like, and I will listen all over dying.
What if Laurel didn't die?
Kill all of Felicity instead and let Laura be the lead.
What if Chainsaw reacts in Crisis? I was in Crisis. You didn't see my cameo? I looked like a White Walker. I didn't have much screen time.
Chainsaw cut.
No, I was in there. I looked like a White Walker, but I was barely in it. But I was there. I was the villain of the story. That was me. That's me when I wake up in the morning. What if? Now, what if Deadpool killed the Marvel Universe is definitely an interesting story. It should do that. Ooh, what if Googie never had Tumblr? We wouldn't have season 4 of Arrow then.
Or counterpart. What if Tumblr was never invented?
What if Canada Graphs was based out of the bayou in Florida with the alligators?
No, what if Canada Graphs was in Toronto?
Oh, Toronto Graphs?
I would want to see if he could get more shots from Titans in Toronto. Because I feel like no one is really able to track down where they are. What if her story was actually?
What if her story was?
Who is her?
No, because that's a reference to Mark Guggenheim, who said that Laurel's story was just done. So when I made my video, I said her story was just done, or her story was done, because he was quoted in a tweet saying, "So you didn't like her?" No, I did not. I did not dislike her. Her story was just done. That was so funny.
And then the Flash had to come in and save them.
It's fucking hilarious. Ooh, I showed up in the MCU as my Star Wars character? Hell yeah. What if Allison Mack wasn't in a sex cult? Oh, fuck. That's good.
What if that was spelled correctly?
Exactly. That's still Canada. No, because you're down in the bayou with your alligators in Florida.
Watch as someone big in Florida is gonna watch this video and be like sharing this video to everyone and like give him negative ratio.
There's a guy in Toronto named Sean who covers some of those shows. I retweeted him occasionally when he posts some interesting stuff. Oh, you mean when he posts about how to get rid of your alligators out of your bayou?
Oh Lord.
My story was done, I guess. What if Scarlett Johansson didn't sue Disney?
Oh my God! Did you see this dark TikTok that went around? I mean, not that I'm on TikTok, but like it was shared on Twitter that someone had basically edited himself into that post Black Widow.
Yeah.
Where
that was good.
That was dark. That was some dark stuff.
Wait, is Scarlett Johansson, is she in What If? Or is it just the Black Widow character? Is Scarlett Johansson voicing her character in What If?
Probably not anymore.
No, I need to know, because if so, is she still going to get credited? I don't know if she's actually voicing. Can someone look that up? Can someone look up if she's actually voicing Black Widow in the What If series?
Did you hear about the potential Star Wars and Marvel Universe crossover?
They wanted to do a What If where Luke Skywalker showed up. But it got canceled. It didn't move forward.
What if change shall continue on and let us tomorrow?
It'd be a bad universe. So okay, it's just Black Widow characters. So there you go. So I guess it's not her at all. Wow, Agent Carter. I mean, well, who knows?
I don't think Chainsaw reacts with like Doom Patrol. He doesn't like Legends.
I watched like the first 3 episodes of Doom Patrol season 1. I didn't continue. What if Arrow just went straight from season 3 to season 5? Would that mean that anything happened in season 4 didn't exist?
No, you know what it becomes? It becomes like the gas leak year the Community had, like in season 4 when Dan Harmon was fired, and then in season 5 when he came back, he said, they would all say, season 4, in the gas leak year, like anything that was crazy in Community season 4, he just referred to as like, it's because of the gas leak.
So wait, her episode was cut? Is that due to the COVID though? That's not because of her suing Disney, is it?
Wait. How would What If be affected by the pandemic? It's an animated show.
Apparently it is. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no reason that her episode would get cut because of the...
Martin, I started it back when the show first started, and I just didn't continue. I wasn't really that invested in the show.
You know what you should do? Just now that it has been out, watch because if you only saw the first 3 episodes and it was weekly, try and binge multiple episodes. And then if you can't do it, if you don't want to do it, then just don't do it. And that has been your anti-splaining moment for this evening.
There you go. I think I'm gonna go on for a few more minutes, guys. I am exhausted and I gotta get up early. I'm taking Lucy the dog to they call it camp, but it's essentially a place where you take your dog for the day. They get to play with the dogs and go crazy and have fun. I'm taking her tomorrow because I gotta do Titan episodes. I get 3 videos done. Plus, I think one of my favorite bands of all time is dropping a new song tomorrow as well, which means more work. So I'm not excited for that. Oh well, but I am excited. I'm excited to watch Titans, but I'm not excited for all the work I gotta do. Yeah, Rex, where are you getting your information? What if Clone Wars was never saved? Then we wouldn't get more episodes. Chainsaw to camp. I'll go to camp. Can you prove it was her lawsuit that made it them cancel that episode?
What if we talked about other things than just not what if?
What if Ruby Rose showed up for Crisis filming?
What if I just jumped off a cliff if that happened?
What if Giant Bebo went up against Giant Anti-Monitor in the Crisis finale?
Yeah, if Legends had that budget.
It wouldn't happen though. They wasted their money on a Giant Bebo for no reason.
R.I.P. Milt.
Rip. Did you wait? Question. With HBO Max, same day and date as theaters, are screeners for those movies going to people before they release, or are they still like screening?
Screeners? Every studio's being like, no, we want you to go to the theaters.
Oh, okay. Well, I just didn't know if they were like giving screeners out for people to watch it, to review it, not if they're not able to get to a screening early in theater. I just don't know. I have no idea.
I know there was. I mean, for the students, I saw there was a ton of like screenings for press members and so on. And
there was a ton of screenings for Suicide Squad. It got a lot. It's not a dog park. This is an actual facility that they have specifically for people to drop off their dogs for half day or for a full day, and you can watch on webcams your dog in certain areas, and your dog gets to hang out with other dogs and gets to kind of hang out.
It's a social gathering, basically, right?
Yeah. It's like that, but you don't have to actually stay with your dog. You leave your dog and you pay when you pick up your dog for either a half day or for a full day. But I'm taking her, even though she kind of just chills whenever the ghost is at work, she just chills all day. So she doesn't bother me when I'm doing stuff or when I'm working. But in this instance, I'm like, I got a lot of stuff to do back to back to back, and I'd rather just kind of have her not be here so I can just kind of focus on this because I got a lot of work to do. So I'm not. And
then she was standing behind her the whole time, being like, "Papa, do you love me? Papa, can you see?"
Exactly. Basically, that's what she would do, or she'd be like sitting there going like, "Why is he getting all? Why is he screaming? Why is he yelling at that show? Because it needs to be yelled at."
What if Star Wars existed in the Arrowverse? I mean, it does.
I'm not surprised, Fernando. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Lucifer, her name's Lucy, but Lucifer in there was a crime-fighting dog. It's not out yet because it hasn't released yet, but I can watch it now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
3 more hours.
3 more hours, and you all can watch the first 3 episodes of Titans.
And then you can go to his channel and watch his reactions, and then you can go to my podcast and listen to it, and then let us both know how amazing we are.
There you go. I guess puppy daycare. I guess it's for dogs. What if Kevin Conroy had a bigger role in Crisis? What if? What if the Flash only stopped all the pep talks?
Oh, dear Lord!
It's supposed to be out. They said 12 a.m. PT. Well, that's not. Yeah. It's 12 a.m. It's 12:08 a.m. EST. Yeah. PT is in 3 hours.
Yeah, River. Like, listen, Cinderella. You still have your Cinderella magic for 3 more hours, and then your carriage will become HBO Max.
Your carriage turns into HBO Max. Especially, they did a version of Cinderella, the movie, where her carriage turns into HBO Max at midnight.
No, River, you're not. No, River, you're not dumb. Stop it.
That's so funny. So I'm hearing that they're wanting to do more MCU animated shows. I'm wondering why that is, though. Maybe live action is just too expensive, and they're like, let's do animation instead.
Just so they can be ready for more pandemic in the future. Hopefully, good Lord. I mean,
I mean, there's a Delta variant we weren't really expecting to kind of hit pretty quickly after things started to lighten up a little bit.
Cinderella just becomes a streaming service. No, I meant the carriage and the dress and the shoes.
The carriage turns into HBO Max.
Okay. So all the animals who were like, escorting her or whatever, so they become a couch. And then the carriage becomes a television set.
Yes.
And it had the only app on it is HBO Max.
And her and the slipper she loses when she runs away, when she gets that slipper back. That is the Roku device for HBO Max to use, so she can watch HBO Max.
Probably.
What if John Campea was a Supergirl villain? That'd be funny.
That would make sense.
I don't know about Spider-Man being delayed. I don't know. I'm not sure.
At this point, because listen, it's August. There are no trailers. At this point, you're not going to go into this thing and give it a 4-month marketing. Sony and Marvel would be beyond idiotic to do that. Push it till next year.
Yeah.
I would quit the show if that happened.
For 2 seconds, and you're like, you caught that immediately.
Listen. That person's name is such a trigger factor for me.
Their review for the Suicide Squad was terrible. I didn't watch all of it.
Why would you give the view?
I didn't watch it. People were pointing out here are the bullet point reasons why they didn't like the movie. People are like, "Are you kidding me?" That's the complaints that she's giving. No, I'm not. I've completely dropped off of Marvel's Avengers game. It's not fun.
It didn't look good.
Yeah, Josh Keaton did voice Steve Rogers. Yes, he did.
Josh Keaton is amazing.
He did pretty good as Steve in the What If episode. It was good. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it night. It is oh god, what if? That's the best What If to end on. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't be able to handle that.
I'm gonna kind of sleep with one eye open tonight.
Sleep with one eye open.
Yeah. Have your alligator watch the door.
Yeah, make sure you have your alligators down at the bayou.
Yes, I want Spectacular Spider-Man season 3 to happen. Greg Weisman and his team deserved to complete.
After he's done with Young Justice, then he should do it. By the way, I'll say that in a second. But
can I plug something before we go?
Yes.
I have my first video essay, whatever you want to call it, coming out on my channel on Friday. So if you guys wouldn't mind, go subscribe to my channel. It's literally just like my name that you can see on the screen. Click on that and be ready. Yeah, Rex, you can find me literally at Annovite all over social media and on YouTube. So
subscribe.
Listen, I'm really annoying. Trust me, and I'm also not the best video editor. So there's a lot of experiments that I do on it. But I think you all should watch it. And you can laugh at me, but if you laugh and that means that you like it in some capacity, and then you can give me a like. You can hit that like button.
Hit that like button. So
what you should do with this video, and you subscribe to this channel.
Go subscribe to Andy.
Go subscribe to Chainsaw.
Support him on his channel on Friday.
Support him on his channel.
I try.
No, I mean they should support you on your channel, and on your Twitter and your Instagram, and engage in the community tab. What else can I plug that is yours?
Watch my new movie we dropped last week called Masterpiece.
Watch his new movie.
Hathaway Productions. Go watch it.
Are you on Facebook? No, I don't know.
Yes.
You're on Facebook. Go like him on Facebook.
Fernando, I'm going to kill you. Don't you dare say that name.
What did he do?
Fernando said something terrible. He should never say that name. Oh, Fernando. I actually thought about him earlier this week because I was like, maybe I should do a video covering the whole story about that. Anyways, I'm going to go now. So I hope you guys are doing well. Subscribe to Andy. Support Andy on his channel.
Subscribe to on his channel.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.